Ignore the skip in music, as I was just restarting it so I don't have to cut it up later. Damn it. I've really let my guard down with this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to be slightly amusing to her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. As I look over the window of her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. The time's quickly gone ahead. Quickly, time, sorry? Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come to her surprise. I'm guessing she must have lost track of the time. Sorry, Katawa, I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think about it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems more likely to know. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at the watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. Shit, the sun must set early where they are. I might get going in that case. It's been really nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you the way to the library? I couldn't possibly ask any more help. I would be able to find it, alright. Well, unless my navigation skills fail me, which I have a habit of doing lately. That's right, need to go talk to the librarian there anyway. I guess I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands to follow me, she takes hold of a straight retractable cane that had been slipped in the middle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in the class had, Lily's looks more thinner and longer. This must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers as slowly walking through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated at the center of the floor rather than near the wing. Ladies first. She gives an appropriative smile, taking the lead as we file in. To the left of the wooden library counter, with a small proper being on the right. What? That makes no sense. What did I just say? It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with the distinct smell of old books, giving the place an almost old world air. Don't seem to be a lot of students here, considering the time. It isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you there? She says it in the thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. The origin apparently of the library quickly crawls out and bounces up into an extremely rigid attention. Hi Lily, how can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon, what just happened now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing, I just hit my head. See, I dropped my eraser under the desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Well, that kind of shit happens all the time, I guess, but no need to be that spooked by a simple hello. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. It's okay, sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me, I'm sure you have. She's quick to relieve Lily's apologies. Or reverse Lily's apologies. Email! Ooh, another guy subscribed. How fucking awesome is that? Apologies, most frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by brushing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shuffles some papers around on the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily and replaced replentia freckles in a more troubled look. She seems to fit a librarian perfectly. Ah, Lily, did you get my message? Message? Huh. Oh, the 2 important books have arrived. Right, they finally came. Can't believe it took so long, but... Amidst her celebration, Palia managed to change the topic, I'm sure, and she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. No, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book? Or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is very unsettling. He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. She probably didn't need to say that she was the school librarian. I kinda picked up on that already. Hisao, right? Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. Man, she says that weird. I said that weird. For a second she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget. Yuko often arranges it to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he would be interested in. There's so much responsibility. How? It's not like I need a tour of the library. Just say what there is and that should be enough. How is it any responsibility at all? I don't get. And her objection is so sincere I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But, so there are a lot of books in Braille here. I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work, at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but it looks slightly less tense. Well, I think about third or fourth is either in Braille or audio, which makes sense given all the blind students that be. If it's only that, how come the library is so big in the first place? Well, we got a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. I spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelf them all. Shit, that's bad. It's so troublesome, they waste so much, I wish I could just quit this job. ... A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll just go check the aliases then if you don't mind. Probably the best of all if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well, meanwhile Yuko, I would have those books, if it's alright with you. It's so hard to constantly talk like this. My first impression was right, the library is surprisingly big. Down the narrow aisle as I study the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments I have a respectful stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for a choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and Bailey books scattered throughout, but it is what it is. A library. It's as the calm moved from the room. I had tea with Lily is not with us in here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection desk set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner in the back, where the rest of the library has an odd student sitting at the desk either reading or silently sleeping. Ha! Silently sleeping. The back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting in one of the several beanbags. It's a dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out earlier. She's reading a book, keeping her close to her face, which makes her a little like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, she's mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my mind. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysteriously long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself, as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I sit and lay the books at their side. The girl starts looking scarily up at me from underneath her fringes. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath long-haired, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face as at least a third, if not half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes immediately drawn to her scars, subconsciously picking past her hair until they meet her eyes. For a second I am shocked and divert my eyes at the book in her hands before I realize it's probably a bad idea. Now, from what I've learned doing the introduction thing, despite a guide thing I had to read to get all the other good endings for all the other characters, I got this one rather easily, but it says that this one is actually what is the good one you're supposed to do, that pumps points up for her, but I've learned that that is not the case. In fact, that bit lied and was actually wrong, whereas apologizing actually does a lot better. So that's what I'm going to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she just nods a little. Okay. I take the seat next to her and she hides herself behind her book. The Life of Pi. Never heard of it. So, sorry again for startling you, I'm her Sal. She looks up from her books, stalling a little before replying. I know. Where? In the same class. In the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it's barely audible even in the library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. I resist the urge to say that's a nice name just to have something to say, but really it's the only thing that I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being bothered and fuss all kinds of things. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a sign of relief. ... So I try to read the covers and introduce instruction to the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wandering in her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while I realize she's doing the same, and only pretending to immerse in the life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gaze finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I got something to do. Whee! And away she goes in a puff of smoke. I try to take after her, but it's pretty much useless. And I meet these two again. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away as my cat walks into the room. Her eyes looking at the damn window because the damn window's open. Oh, and she darts away back to the front door. Hey, did you see when someone run past? Maybe. What did she look like? Long, dark hair, kinda shy. She had some scars on her face, you know. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading, tried to talk, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear, Yuko, would you excuse me? I'd better try and find her. Sure, I'll just hold on to these until you get back.